Hey, what's up, YouTube? Aparsh here. It's been a while, and just want to give you guys some updates. So, I have actually recorded some videos in the past couple months. I just never edited the footage and just kind of didn't have the time. So, I apologize for not posting very much, but you know, such is life. So, in any case, here's some updates for today. I did update my computer here that I'm on right now, my home office computer. I updated it to a sorry, I know some of you guys are only car guys, not computer guys, but I'm both. So this is a quick computer thing, all right, guys? But it's an Asus ROG Swift, and it's a PG27UQ model number. So I'm reading this. So it's 4K, it's 144 hertz, it's IPS, it's HDR, blah blah blah. It's like everything you could ever want in a monitor, and it's awesome. Absolutely love it. I also updated my video card. I'm gonna do the whole camera moving thing. So here's the computer that I built here. I think I built this about a year ago, and I've updated it a little bit over time. But this is a 2080 Ti. I had a 1080 Ti before. This one doesn't really match the whole barfing rainbows thing going on here, but I'll probably update it to a better one once we get one in stock at my warehouse. For anyone that doesn't know, I do own a computer company. That's what I do for a living, and so and it's a lot of gaming stuff. So I'm into gaming, sell gaming stuff, and we always have it at the warehouse. I can take anything home I want. It's my company, so and I use it for work too. So anyway, so I've got the 2080 Ti. I've been playing a lot of Destiny 2. It's been really fun. Shadowkeep came out, I think it was a couple weeks ago now. So I've been playing a lot of Shadowkeep. I've been playing at 4K with the 2080 Ti, and it's awesome. It's so good, guys. It looks so good. Anyway, some guys, like I said, I know a lot of you guys are car guys are here, and we'll move on to some car stuff. Okay, so I own 4 cars, and we'll talk about each one. GT3S, very quickly touch on this. I hit the 2,500 mile mark. I need to get an oil change for the first time. I've got a squeaky brake problem thing where it's like squeaking. I think the brakes are touching when the car is just not braking, just rolling. So get that looked at. I'll let you guys know how that goes. I'm going to take it to Porsche of San Diego, I believe, just because I'm scared of the Carlsbad dealership since they've threatened to blackball me from buying Porsches now through like third-party people, whatever. Screw those guys. My Evo is definitely the biggest thing to talk about. Really love that car, but it's been in the shop for over a month now. The bill currently is at around $7,000 for a bunch of work it needed. But most of that money is actually on the transmission. I'm having the transmission completely pulled out of the car, sent off to Shepherd Racing, I think they're called. It's a 6-speed manual, so it's a little bit more rare and harder to work on, a little bit more expensive to work on and fix. But that will be coming back to me, and it'll be better than new because it will be built up and stronger and beefier and all that good stuff. So super excited to get that car back, but there's also just tons of money on labor and parts for all of this other like little things all over the car. I probably should have had the car looked at by a shop before I purchased it, but I was in a hurry and a rush, and I've had really good luck buying used cars in the past, and that's my mistake. It's not the end of the world. I'm working with the guy that sold it to me. He hasn't been ignoring me or anything. He's a really nice guy, and I would assume he's going to give me some money back to help with the bills. But the car will be really good when it's done. So I'm not angry or anything about any of this stuff. $7,000 is a lot, but the car's going to be amazing when it's done. I also have coilovers I'm going to be installing. They're Fortunatos with Swift springs. I'm also going to be doing a aftermarket head unit that will have like Android and all this stuff, and I'll be doing some cool boost gauge stuff with the head unit. That will be really fun. I also have an aftermarket O2 housing and downpipe made by NVIDIA. It's going to be a true 3-inch going from the turbo through the O2 housing, 3 inches all the way from the O2 housing all the way out the back. That goes through a 3-inch high flow cat and a 3-inch HKS exhaust. So looking forward to having all of that stuff flowing exhaust gases super well, and then I'll be getting a new dyno as well with the downpipe and those new bits. So I think that's pretty much everything that I'm just checking my notes here. Did I forget anything? I did not. Great. Z4M Coupe. Some people that have been on this channel from a long time ago know that I bought a Z4M Coupe. Even before I bought my GT3S, I bought it from auction at Coupe. It was not salvage title, but it was hail damaged. So it's covered in dents all over the car, and I love Z4M Coupes. I saw it as a good opportunity to get one, and I currently have the entire exhaust system from the block to the back completely removed. So there are no headers, no mid pipe, no mufflers. It's just completely removed, and I'm replacing it all with Euro CSL headers, Euro mid pipe that has high flow cats in it, and then an AFE full exhaust system. So literally every single pipe that comes off the block is going to be completely changed to something better that flows better. And instead of having 4 very restrictive catalytic converters, I'm only going to have 2 high flow catalytic converters with bigger pipings. Everything's going to sound better. It's going to drive better. It's going to be faster. I'm really looking forward to finishing that. It should have been finished already, except for the mechanic friend of a friend that I work with that helped me remove the headers. He's been terrible. Long story, but he helped me get it off, and he hasn't. I don't know. I won't get into it. He's not helpful. He's been a disappointment. In any case, so I'm looking forward to getting that car back on the road. It's been in my warehouse at my office for like 4 months, or pretty much since I moved into my new warehouse about 4 months ago. It's been in there in the back, just hanging out. Like, I also have a bunch of panels to replace, but I'm gonna do that later. I just want to get it back on the road again first with the exhaust stuff, and then I'll worry about replacing panels and painting later. So that's the Z4M Coupe. The Raptor, my truck, is 2008 Raptor Super Crew. Great truck. I've had it since December of 2017. I've got about 12,000 miles on it now. I have not done any mods. I've only taken it off-road once because I'm a loser. I haven't even taken my GT3 onto the track yet. I'm a loser. I know, guys. I 2 kids, okay? I'll blame it on that. 2 little kids. But I've definitely got some trips lined up to get it off-road again. It's such a great truck off-road. But I also want to do an intake. I think it's a V6 twin turbo. I want to hear those turbos a little bit more, and so I think I might throw an AFE intake on it soon. I will definitely make a video if I do that. And then finally, to wrap up car stuff, I am like dead serious. I'm gonna get a Nissan GTR, R33 and or R34. Like, no joke, 100% it's gonna happen. Whether it happens soon or in a year or whatever, gonna happen. There will be a JDM, whether it's an R33 and or an R34. It will be here on this channel at some point. I hope it's sooner than later. Work's been going pretty decently, so I'm hoping maybe sometime next year. But figuring out all the logistics of how to do it, I could definitely get a 95 R33 soon. I definitely want the 34 more, right? Everyone wants a 34. They're only going up in price right now, which sucks. But I think I know how to get one. Actually, I do. I 100% know how to get one because I've driven one before here in the United States. I know someone that knows how to do it. It's tricky. It's not illegal. But I probably wouldn't even have it stored in the United States all the time either. So hopefully that will be. I've been shopping for them a little bit. It's really fun looking at them online. There's like some good websites. Like, I'm just gonna throw one up on the screen that I was looking at earlier. This website, Trade Car View. I was looking at this. Sorry, I'm laughing at myself. They had a lot of stuff. I'm just going to throw some stuff up on the screen real quick, okay? So there was a 2007 Nissan GTR. So this is not this is JDM, but it's not the typical R33, R34 stuff I was talking about. But 35 grand, guys, for a GTR that would normally sell for at least 50 here in the United States. Interesting to just see that. So it's right here on Drive. You can't import that into the United States right now. It still needs 25 years. But if you lived in Canada or somewhere other country, you could still do something with this. So that's one. And then here it is. Okay. So this was the cheapest, just on this one website. This is the cheapest R34 GTR I found. It has a lot of miles on it. I didn't do the translation, but 174 km I think is like 100,000 miles, something in that ballpark. But 60 is actually really cheap. A lot of them are up towards 100,000 right now. That's how rough they're getting for prices. So, and they're only going to get worse, guys. So, anyway, that was the cheapest one I saw. And, yeah, really interested. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I'll talk about it in other videos when I get closer to doing something. But I'll give you guys some quick, like, more life-related updates. So, my work, I own a computer company, as I mentioned. It's called Computer Headquarters. We've been in business. This is our 3rd year of business, meaning I've only actually been in business for 2 complete years. We're almost at 3 now. It's been going pretty well. I mentioned earlier we moved in a new warehouse. That's been great. We went from about 2,600 square feet to about 6,000 square feet, so more than double. It seemed like so much space at first, but we're pretty much already full, and it's only been like 4 months. So that's kind of a good and a bad thing. But yeah, sales have been really good. We've been going really hard at Amazon Seller Fulfilled Prime. So we've always been doing Amazon. We've always been selling on Amazon, but we also sell on Newegg and eBay, and we use special software that lets us sell, like one thing. If this one, it's like a Tyrael Diablo 3 statue. If we have one of these, we can sell on all three places at the same time. And if it sells on eBay, then our software tells Amazon and Newegg it's no longer for sale. But because of that, we were also not doing like the thing where Amazon ships for you. But now we're able to ship 2 days from our own warehouse. So we're doing a lot of that, and it's pretty much doubled our sales. So whereas like last year, most of last year we were around like $200,000 of sales, sometimes less, sometimes more. In the last few months, we've pretty much always been around $400,000 in sales, which is great. Now, please keep this in mind, guys. If you're thinking to yourself, oh wow, this guy's making $400,000 a month, why isn't he buying more cars or something like that if you're a car guy? Trust me, I'm not making $400,000 a month. I'm selling $400,000 a month. I had to pay for the inventory, I have to pay for the warehouse, I have to pay for the employees, I have to pay for insurance, blah, 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 blah. If you saw a spreadsheet of all my overhead, you'd be like, you get dizzy. So keep in mind, there's a lot of times if I sold $400,000 in a month, I might have bought more than $400,000 even. So I might have been upside down that month or something. So it takes a lot of time to get the money back. You have to wait. I have to prepay for everything with a wire payment, and then I have to wait for everything to sell before I get my money back. And a lot of times you have to wait 30 days after the sale for Amazon to pay you. So anyway, I'm not trying to complain. I'm just telling you, like, I know you'll hear numbers like that and you'll be like, oh man, this guy's rich. Well, not necessarily. Sales are not profits. In any case, I am actually saying that work's been good, and these are all good things overall. We've got some new connections. We started buying from a company called NZXT. They make a lot of really popular cases, so we're really excited about that new partnership. We've been continuing to grow our partnerships with our other existing suppliers like Asus, MSI, Gigabyte, Zotac, PNY. That's to name a few. There's a lot more. We buy a lot of Cooler Master cases and things like that too. So we've been really trying to grow everything. And with that being said, we're also trying to grow our marketplace presences, or basically more places to sell things. And the place that we're focusing on the most right now is our own personal website. So we've had our own website that we sell stuff on for a while. It's called CHQ Store. I'm going to pull it up on the screen for you guys. chqstore.com. It's kind of just something that we made on Shopify. It was like, in an hour throwing some stuff together. And at the first day we did it, we thought it was really awesome. And then we realized that we don't really like it. And we really especially don't like the restrictions that Shopify places on us as far as how we can build the website. There's a lot of other things we want to do, like special deals of the day and having a lot more flexibility with the categories and stuff like that, and side menus. And so we're going to be switching over to a new format with a much more robust website that's going to be way more updated. So like, for instance, if you go on our website right now and you click video cards, I know a lot of this stuff's broken. Like, motherboard is showing up, which shouldn't be happening. There's a laptop. A lot of this stuff isn't even in our stock anymore. Like, it's sold out. This website sucks. I'll just tell you that. Don't go buy stuff on here. It's going to be a waste of your time. But we'll have a much better website up in the future, and we're going to be working on driving more traffic to that through SEO and social media marketing. So I don't know if I'll ever be bringing updates about that to this channel, but I'm just mentioning what I'm working on. You know what? Way more fun though is that we let me pull up this picture for you on the screen. We have like an upstairs break room, and I finished building all the computers and stuff and setting it up like just recently. So there are 8 computers. We have eight people working there, and everyone has their own 27-inch 144 hertz monitor for gaming, and these are all pretty nice gaming computers. And we've got some goofy looking airsoft guns on the walls and some RGB lights, and everyone's got set up so we can all play games and stuff. Like last night we had like a game night where everyone was invited to just come, and I'll buy pizza and beers and stuff for everyone to hang out. So anyway, kind of fun, really nice to have that done, and a place for everyone to hang out on their lunch breaks and on the weekend and stuff if we want to get together. So that was really cool. And then my kids are doing really well. They're both they're very small, as I mentioned earlier, and Halloween's coming up, so we're really excited for going trick-or-treating. We've been doing a lot of like pumpkin patch stuff lately, and they're just super stoked to get their costumes on and go trick-or-treating, and so am I, because it's really fun. We've been decorating the house with a bunch of goblins and skeletons and stuff all over outside for that. And then finally, I've been working on this thing called the 80/80. It's there's a restaurant in our area called the Carlsbad Brewing Company. It's an awesome place to go, and they have this thing called the 80/80. You drink 80 beers in 80 days, and you basically get into like the club or whatever you want to call it. You get your name on the wall. You get a sweatshirt, and it's kind of just like a fun like meet people in the area. Like a lot of the locals get to go there, and they start trying to do the 80/80, and it sounds easy, but it's not, and it's very expensive because 80 you have to pay for 80 beers, and you're probably eating food and blah blah blah. So anyway, I'm getting pretty close to being finished, so I'm really excited to finish that. And that's pretty much it, guys. So wrap this up, and I hope you guys appreciate an update. I hope you guys are all doing really well. If you have any comments about any of the stuff I talked about, I'd love to hear from you. And I hope you guys all have a good day. And I always say this, I'll try to make more videos. I want to, trust me. I like making the videos. It's just putting the time in, especially if it comes down to editing the video. So I'll talk to you guys soon.